All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Reminder to please silence your cell phones if you're in the room. Give your name and media affiliation each time you get the mic to ask a question. Recording the press conference with cell phones or cameras is prohibited. We'll start with an opening statement from the head coach, go to questions just for the players, dismiss the players, then go to questions just for the head coach. We're joined by Texas Tech head coach Jerry Glasgow and players Mia Williams and Maya Davis. So, Coach, if you have an opening statement, feel free.
Okay. Tremendous crowd, tremendous environment. Very exciting to take the field tonight, and I was really hyped about the game. I thought we got off to a good start. Maya hit the home run and had us 1-0. I was excited, and then we just lost momentum completely. A bunt, I felt like we weren't ready for the bunt. We didn't anticipate it. Then you get Kelsey Stewart up, and she's having an unbelievable year, and she did what she's been doing all year. She's so clutch. Just a great hitter and having a great season. And then we just couldn't get out of the inning. It felt like we were out of position over and over on defense. We had plays we could have made, and I don't know exactly. I've got to watch it. You look at the scoreboard, it said no errors, but I thought we misplayed several balls that we should have had outs on, or we weren't in the right position. And that inning got away from us, and we're down. All of a sudden, we go from up 1-0 to down 5-1, and we just couldn't get a momentum back. Kavan was on and really good, and I thought Mia gave us a lift. Jazzy got a walk, and then Mia gave us a home run and give us a chance there. But we'd already lost one. We'd let them have one more run. And bottom line, they just beat us tonight, and it was their night.
Okay, we got questions for players. Okay, we get a second row on the left side, Nathan.
Nathan Geese, Lubbock Avalanche Journal. Maya, since you were in this spot last year, you guys lost game one, came back to win game two. What did you learn from that experience last year that you're going to kind of take into this one, knowing you have to win tomorrow?
We just have to play better tomorrow and be more focused and have a better plan. And, that's why it's a best 2 out of 3. You have more games. So we're just going to pick it up tomorrow.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side, front row, Thomas.
Thomas Jones, Austin American Statesman. For either Maya or Mia, was there any kind of nerves? Like Coach mentioned, the defensive lapses. There weren't any errors, but any kind of nerves with the setting and all the hype around this matchup?
I don't think so, no. No nerves.
Me personally, I wasn't nervous, but I'm sure there were some girls who were a little bit nervous just because it's a big stage.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side, front row.
Paige Sternberger with Inside Texas. For both of the players, what do y'all think y'all were seeing in Tegan Kavan's pitching that maybe your other teammates didn't see?
I didn't see it very good in my first 2 at-bats, but the third one I did. And she's a really good pitcher. I think she has good command with her balls, and she's elite. It's hard. She's a good pitcher.
Yeah, she's a great pitcher, so she has good movement. I think we just need to be more – we don't need to swing at a whole bunch of balls next time.
More questions for players? Okay, we go to the left side, second row again, Nathan.
Mia, what did Jerry tell you right before you hit that home run? Was it just kind of look for something more in the zone?
I think the balls I was swinging at were in the zone. I just didn't have the right swings, but, just keep battling.
More questions for players? Okay, players are dismissed. Thank you. Open questions for Coach Glasgow, left side, front row.
Thomas Jones, Austin American Statesman. Jerry, you brought Samantha Lincoln in pretty early. Were you looking ahead at all? Were you just trying to change the momentum of this game? Were you thinking of tomorrow at all? What was the thought process of that?
Thinking about tomorrow and the next day, we got 2 games, and I felt like I was going to give our offense the second and third inning to respond. And if we didn't get anything, I didn't feel like I could leave Naja out there and let them look at her. I want the matchup tomorrow, and I just thought I just felt like it wasn't a smart move for me to leave her out there in that moment. And it was a good opportunity to get Sam out there. She had good success against Texas last year in the final. She's worked really hard, and I've been wanting to get her some World Series experience all along. So I wanted to see what she'd do, and I thought she was outstanding tonight. There was one run there that I felt like we should have went from 6 to 4, and we went 6-3. She'd have been out of that inning. I thought she was outstanding.
Okay, we go to the right side, front row, Brady.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. There was a couple of really long at bats from the girls. Like, do you think they're getting close to cracking this code with Kavan? And just obviously going back to last year and just kind of struggles with her too.
Yeah, I thought we had some good at bats as the game went on. I thought we saw her better. The one thing I was proud of, we kept her out there. When Mia hit the home run, that kept the game close enough they couldn't let her rest. And I thought it was really important that we kept the game close. That was my hesitation of going to Sam, is that if we did let the game get away, they could rest her. But I thought we saw the ball better and better as the game went on. I thought there was 2-3-2 counts where we swung at ball 4, and if we could have took those pitches. But that's what a great pitcher does. She makes you swing at bad pitches, and you got to tip your hat to Tegan on her effort tonight. She was outstanding.
Okay, we go to the left side, third row, David.
David Collier, KMAC News in Lubbock. Coach, you mentioned it in your opening statement, but when you started to see those miscues, misplays by your players, what was going through your head? Because, I mean, you mentioned it. They seemed like errors, if anything, mental errors.
Yeah, we've had games like that throughout the year. If you go back to the Arizona game, there's several games like that throughout the year where it seemed like we aren't focused on defense and our positioning's out. And it's not necessarily the errors as much as just not being in the right place at the right time and getting caught off. You know, we were shallow in left field, and that was a 3-hole. You know, she was a 3-hole. Altmaier was a 3-hole for Arizona last year, and we were playing her like she was a weak slapper. So I don't know exactly what happened. I got to look at the film there. I thought it might have even been last night. We went 6-3 when we should have went 6-4 than we did again tonight. So there's some things like that we got to clean up at this level, because when you play a great team like Texas with the talent they've got, and you don't have room to make misplays or to make have lapses on defense.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side, second row, Nathan.
Nathan Geese, Lubbock Avalanche Journal. You mentioned the momentum just kind of got away from you there early on. How important was it, one, for Sam to kind of stem the tide a little bit and keep you in it, but just to not let the game get out of hand, to get a little bit of something going into the next one?
Yeah, it was critical. I mean, at that point, once it was 5-1, and we went 3 innings at 5-1. I think I put her in the bottom of the third, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been the fourth, but anyway, she did what she was put in there to do. She held the game, kept it close, kept it tight, give us a chance to get back in the game. We just didn't do it. And tip your hat to Tegan, and then I thought they made some good plays. Maya hit a ball hard to left field. There was a couple other balls that we hit, and, you know, they held Jackie to first on that ball off the wall. Someone told me she fell down. I didn't see that. I couldn't tell why she didn't get second, but maybe she fell down on that. But anyway, they made some good defensive efforts, and they're a really good team.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side in the front row.
Molly Cash in the Athletic. Coach, you guys have played well with your backs against the wall so far here in Oklahoma City, but in recent Women's College World Series history, the team that's won Game 1 has statistically gone on to win 80% of the time. How do you think you guys can buck that trend?
What's the percent? 80. I think it's good. You know, I mean, we have no choice. We've not lost 2 games in a row the whole year, so we got to hang our hat on that. We got to come back out tomorrow to fight. And then if we get momentum, if we can get survive tomorrow night's game, you've got momentum going to Game 3, and our kids will feel a lot different after they win a game than they do right now. So we just got to get up off the floor, and that's the hardest part. I think we've got a really talented team. I think we can play as well or better than any team in the country when we play well, and we've got to refocus, readjust, and get momentum in our dugout and get tomorrow's game. That's all that matters is tomorrow's game. But if we do get that and we live to see another day, it'll be a fun Game 3.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side in the second row.
Andrea Adelson with ESPN. Jerry, do you feel like Nyjah and Caitlin had their best stuff tonight, or do you chalk up what happened in those first couple of innings to some of those defensive lapses that we've talked about?
Yeah, I mean, the only ball that I think was hit really hard was a home run by Kelsey, and it was hit really hard. And that was supposed to be an outside chalk or river, like, it wasn't supposed to be over the plate, and I think it just got away. And it's hard for to throw a backdoor curve and keep it off the plate. And I think it was a backdoor curve out, and when your ball's moving and you got adrenaline going, that happens. It'll get over the plate, and then a great hitter can take advantage of that. So that's part of the game. When you play Texas, you know Katie Stewart's going to get her licks in, and to be expected. But other than that, I don't really remember a hard hit ball. I thought we were just in the wrong place, wrong time.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side front row.
Paige Sternberg with Inside Texas. Coach, when the entire Texas order is getting in hits, what are you telling your pitching to keep them in the game physically, but also mentally?
Yeah, Tara handles the pitchers more than I do. You hope they're resilient this time of year, and when you're facing offense like Texas, it's going to be tough, and if you just got to fight, just keep fighting, don't give up.
Okay, we'll stay on the left side front row.
Stuart Mandel from The Athletic. Coach, one thing that's interesting about Tegan, and Mike White mentioned this, right? Her stats during the regular season aren't necessarily Nyjah or Carlin Pickens dominant, but then she gets in the postseason and she's got like a 0 point whatever ERA. And you're scouting, what is she doing differently when she gets to Oklahoma City?
I would say she's one of those great athletes that's able to have great focus in a big moment and loves to compete and thrives under competition. I think you tip your hat to her, and the same way Nyjah rose up last night, and she rose up tonight, and I think you just got to tip your hat to her. Like, this is a great pitcher. She's proven what she is over and over and over, and she was good tonight.
Okay, this will be last one, right row, or right side, second row.
Tara Henry, Southwell America. Jerry, there's been a lot of talk about your lineup changes, and when you took a look at the lineup, we thought Nyjah could potentially get the start. Was there any discussion about Nyjah getting the start today, and then burning both Vic and Nyjah very early in the game? Was that part of the plan?
Yeah, it was a lot of talk. Like, we were back and forth with it all the way up all day, because there's two ways to approach the series, and at the end of the day, I kept thinking what we did at Florida, and then what we did in Alabama last night, where we started KT. It seemed like, for me, I'm really comfortable putting Nyjah in a game. I'm not comfortable taking her out of a game. And so I tend to wait. I usually wait too long with Nyjah. And I feel like it's an easier choice for me to go. And then I wanted to see, KT's been so good for us. I wanted to see how she competed in this series. I think I need to know that in order to go into 2 and 3. I felt like she competed well. I felt like we let her down behind her. We didn't play well behind her. The one ball to Katie Stewart, that's going to happen. It doesn't matter who you're pitching this year. She's good. But the rest, I thought KT was plenty good enough. We just didn't back her well.
All right, that'll wrap things up for Texas Tech. Thank you.